What's going on, Matchbox collectors? Today I have another exciting review for you, and I haven't done very many reviews on these Matchbox moving parts vehicles yet, just because I haven't had time, sadly. But I'm a big fan of these moving part vehicles for a couple reasons. So these moving parts series is a semi-premium, semi-basic series. The cars feature one moving part, either an opening hood, an opening tailgate, in this case a sliding rear door or side door. They have some kind of opening feature, an opening front door, for example. And what I like about them is they don't have rail riders, and I'm only a fan of rail riders if the rim is good. If the rim isn't any good, what's the point? So for me, you can save a little bit of money because there's no rail riders on these, and that's just fine. And they're $299 is the MSRP, which I don't think is bad, considering it has an opening part. And some of these opening parts are extremely difficult to find, and so for 2023, I believe this is a 2023 model, this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter is car number 6 out of 54, but seeing as I just got this literally last week, it has a copyright of 2023 on it, so maybe this is a 2024 new model, I don't know. As you can see here, it depicts the sliding door, and this is the Mercedes Sprinter that you would see, camping, for example. Let's get this baby open, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm curious to see how this door opens. The other thing I wanted to notice was normally the opening feature is shown opening in the package. For example, we have the Lexus here and it shows the liftgate open. But because the sliding door on this vehicle is on passenger side, you can't show that. And because Matchbox will not have the vehicle facing the other direction, they didn't want to show what it was. Thought that was interesting. Here we go. Moment of truth. This is a little loose, that's interesting, I don't know why. Tampos seem to be on point. Plastic base and a plastic underside there. I stand corrected, there is a rear tampo there. It's a Mercedes emblem that's sort of there, sort of not there. It's got this side window. Mercedes emblem there, looks good. Okay. Here's the moment of truth. Okay, that's how you pop it open. Okay, there, it's open now. Okay, that slides pretty well. Okay, you really can't see this, I'm sorry. But in the back, on the driver's side, there is a captain's chair, and in front of that, there appears to be a kitchenette with a sink and a pot on the stove, and then the rest of the inside of the vehicle, there's nothing else in it. And interestingly, here, like I said, you can't see this. There's indents in here for this sliding door so that it can close. Closes relatively well. Unfortunately, the tampo work here on this door is a little bit to be desired. It really needs this bottom edge here to be painted black. There's a little bit of a mistake there, but otherwise it looks really good. But the reason I did this review is one, because I think this opening feature is really cool. But the real reason I did it was because I have this sneaking suspicion that this Matchbox casting, are you ready for it, is actually, dun dun dun, a Hot Wheels casting. Yes, this is the Hot Wheels car culture Mercedes Sprinter van, and they are very, very similar. They are the same height. They both have a cargo basket on the top, but there are differences. The Matchbox version does not have this ladder, and it does not have this spare tire. It has more of a stock appearance. But, I mean, if you look at them side by side, they've got the same mirrors. This has a different base than this one does, but essentially, and obviously the brush guard here is different, and you know, there's no ladder on the Hot Wheels one. But what I think is interesting is that I'm pretty sure that they started off with the same casting. They thought no one would notice. Well, guess what? I noticed. Now, why is this interesting? Because Hot Wheels and Matchbox do not share castings. And honestly, I think they shared the casting. So when they created this moving parts for the Matchbox car, I think they started with the Hot Wheels version and they said, okay, well, we've changed some things. So let's see, well, we're going to take off this little antenna piece. We're going to extend the roof here, and we're going to make it an opening part. We're going to add this piece here. I mean, obviously this has a plastic front bumper and side piece that goes all the way around here. The fender flares are different, but I don't know. I mean, they look really similar. It's got the same latches here, but there's also grooves in the tail lamp here, and here it's smooth. I don't know. I think they must have started with the Hot Wheels one because the scale is exactly the same. The cab configuration is the same, where the door latches is kind of the same. I mean, it's too similar not to have been 100% just, oh, throw this out the window, we'll start completely fresh. They definitely save some money because I think they modified the Hot Wheels casting to create this new Matchbox one, and I think that's really interesting. But yeah, this is really cool that you know, Matchbox created this Sprinter van with this opening, sliding side door. I think someone that likes dioramas for camping, I think this is definitely a must-have, and as I do like the outdoors and camp, I think this is really, really cool. I could totally see Matchbox creating a camping playset or a wilderness playset of some kind, you know, Moab or something, and you could totally include this car as one of the vehicles. I was really happy to see this car because it's brand new. It just came out. It's either going to be really, really hot and very, very hard to find, or it's going to be a peg warmer and no one's going to buy it. But I think for $3, it's an absolute home run. I'd say the only thing the car needs is it desperately needs some headlamps detailed in and possibly some hand painting on these bundles here. There's some wood maybe, and there's a chainsaw. That's interesting. Very PG for you, Matchbox, to create a chainsaw there. But anyways, that's just my quick look at this Matchbox Moving Parts Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, and it is car number 6 out of 54. Normally on these moving parts vehicles, Matchbox has been creating 2 different colors of vehicles, so there's normally a recolor at some point. So it'll be interesting to see if Matchbox does that and creates a recolor of this vehicle. I actually like its more stock appearance versus the Hot Wheels version here, and you can see that really becomes apparent when you have both cars next to one another. But anyways, I think they hit it out of the park, and the sliding door here is really, really cool. I haven't seen a Matchbox with a sliding door like this in a very long time. So that's really, really cool. And that's one of the benefits of moving parts, is that you have a more premium vehicle at a not so $6 car culture premium price. If you like this video, you may also like to check out some of my other Matchbox videos. Happy collecting! Have a great day!